She doesn't know we're live. Hello?
What's up? Sorry about that. Answering an important text.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I just thought I'd hit the button, see what happened.
Yeah, well, there you go.
One person's watching. Who's the one person watching? Hurry. Type it in so we know who's watching right now. Hurry. You're the one watching, and we want to know
What's
who
on your
you are.
mind? I love that opening question. What's on your mind?
So, short week. I love short weeks.
I do not.
Really?
No, because they always end up being more work than you think. You're like, oh, great, it's a short week, but you are missing a whole day, and so somehow that day has to be made up in the short week.
So what you're saying is there's still the same amount of work to be done.
Oh, yeah.
It's just now you have 4 days to do it.
Yes.
But how do you think people feel, like all of these people that are talking about we need to be moving to 4-day work weeks? Would you be able to adjust if there were a 4-day work week?
I think your productivity is increased because
Yeah.
you know there's this extra work. So yeah, if I knew that my work week was 4 days, then you just make sure you got the work done. So yeah, I think research has already proven that that is much more effective in many businesses to have a 4-day work week.
Yeah, I adjusted your light so your boobs aren't glowing today.
Rika, stop saying that about me. I am so sorry, everybody.
You look good.
Well, thanks. I really only have on lipstick.
Well, just
Today
imagine
I
what
had-
just imagine what would happen if you just went all out like movie stars.
Yeah, imagine.
You know, eventually, well, our sponsor is Carpetbaggers Flooring, and we appreciate them
Yes, we
sponsoring
do.
what we do every single day. But eventually, maybe, you know, we can add to, you know, like at the credits at the end, when we run the credits at the end of the show, makeup done by so-and-so. And then
Oh my goodness.
like
Okay.
Ulta. What if we got Ulta and then every day they came in and they did your makeup every day?
We have a person that wants to be a high profile influencer in our neighborhood. And so I feel like she would probably be a better choice.
Who is
than
that?
Ulta. Well, her name is Amelia. She was a teacher, but now she is a cosmetologist. And
Oh.
pretty much everything that I have changed about my makeup to make me look better as an old lady is because of her.
Wow, I didn't know
Keeping
that.
it glam. Thank you, Keeping It Glam. You have helped me. Now, not today. I don't think today would be a good testament to the work she has put in to help me look better. But
Uh-huh.
and I mean, pretty much there's lots of things she does that I would never do because she's young and gorgeous and like 24. So she can wear like blue eyeliner. I'm not there.
Yeah.
But you know, she does things for old ladies to keep us looking fresh.
You know what I've been doing in my free time besides sleep? So last week I slept a lot. I took part of the week off. I thought I maybe even had COVID for a little while,
He
but
did not have the Rona.
I did not have the Rona. Turns out that working 18, 19-hour days finally caught up to me.
Which I just want, like, yes, I acknowledge that that has to be true, but you're like, I have to catch up on my sleep. And I don't think that is realistic. I don't believe that that is supported by science.
Well, hang on one second. If you're watching us right now, it's going to go to that screen right there for just a second. I know there are 5 people watching. I'm going to get this right back here in just a second.
Okay.
So just
You just
stand
cannot
by.
find good help. I mean, I can find a makeup artist and I cannot find a person that can work.
All right,
controls.
we're back.
Mhm.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
I don't know why you got to be so nasty. They could still hear our voice. It just couldn't see us for a
Well,
second.
I'm just saying.
All right. So in some of my free time, I've been watching the cooking shows that are on PBS.
Yeah.
And I saw one the other day for Cipino.
Well, here's the thing. Like, we all used to watch Food Network and people were actually making food. And now it's like when you watch Food Network,
It's a game. It's
you
a contest.
cannot find
Yeah.
somebody that's cooking something.
Yeah.
So PBS is where it's at for a real, honest to goodness. Here's how to make this.
It was it's the American Test Kitchen people.
Yeah.
But I can't remember if it's like the American Test Kitchen or the one that is the
I thought it was
country
called
one.
Cook something.
Cook's Country.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they do a test kitchen one that's a little more high,
That one I don't like as
a
much.
little more frou
Well,
frou.
and
I
they're
would
like,
say.
which one has the best spatula? And they talk about 5 kinds of spatulas.
Well, you don't care
I'm
about
not
any
into
of it
that.
anyway.
Well, that's true.
But this one I found with the Cipino, and I've always like heard of Cipino, but I've never had it. Like, of all the seafood dishes that we've had
Mhm.
in the world, never had Cipino.
No. Well, and that is what it is, everyone. A seafood dish.
And So I watched it on Saturday. I went and got the stuff today.
Yeah.
And it is sitting on the stove waiting for us tonight, which tells me, even though we were supposed to start at 6:05 and started early, which never happens, this is not going to be a very long one, because we're going to get to that chipino here.
We hungry.
We're going to get to that chipino here in just a second. Something that you brought up in the car yesterday that I thought was funny. We'll get to a question of the day here in a minute, but I did promote that we were going to bring up something biblical today that you and I disagree is biblical, because we were at church on Sunday. And during worship.
Now, let me start by saying you are not going to mention names or say where we were. And this was many weeks of a conversation that came to fruition.
Yeah, we're not going to offend anybody if that's what you're wondering.
That is what I'm worried about.
I'm not. All the names have been changed to protect the innocent, as they say. So you made the comment that we have a lot of bad singers in the congregation. But isn't it great because the Lord thinks they're good? Is that what you said, basically?
No, I said he loves all of our singing.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. He loves all of it is exactly what I said.
That is not what you said.
What did I say?
Because you and I do agree that the Lord loves
to him.
It sounds good to him is what you said. It
sounds good to him.
And I said,
there's no way God thinks that.
Can you show me where it's biblical that the Lord thinks it sounds good? Because I think some folks behind us sometimes, depending on where we're sitting, or some folks that really get into it, I think the Lord says that's a little pitchy dog.
Yeah. So this was our conversation.
And feel free to join in on this if you want. I'd love for you to leave a comment on this one. And you said, well, the Lord.
I had verses to back it up, but you were like, oh, no, that doesn't mean he thinks it sounds good. He just enjoys being praised.
I think the Lord enjoys being praised.
Yeah.
I think he appreciates the effort.
Yeah.
But the Lord can't think some of those people sound good.
Wow.
Agree or disagree?
I don't know. I think he still loves all of it, because it's like
that's not what I'm saying. I believe he loves all of it. I'm with you on that. But you can't tell me that the Lord says, ooh, she sounds good when she doesn't. Wow. When she's a little pitchy dog.
Okay. I mean,
do you think the Lord thinks it sounds good?
Yes, because he loves his kids and he loves.
Okay. Heath Forbes would agree with who, Jill? Me or Jen?
But here's the thing. When your children make you artwork as kids, it is not good.
No,
but you hang it up because
I love this that Bradley made. I love this, but it's horrible. I know that it's bad.
In fairness, the art teacher even called that project Ugly Mugs. So it was not meant to be
But he made this so long ago that I cherish it. So I believe the Lord cherishes bad singing or any singing.
Okay.
But I know that this is not a piece of artwork. I know as a father that this is crap. I think this is crap.
You have yes, you have changed my thinking. Jill says Heath agrees with you.
Heath agrees with me.
He cherishes the praise of the Bible tells us he inhabits the praise of his people. Psalms is all about praising him, sing praise to him, tell him of his wonderful acts. But I think I can get behind you that he cherishes the praise, but he may be able to tell.
But the Lord may go,
is a good
that's a little pitchy dog.
I don't think that's but I'll just let you have this one.
I don't want you to let me have it. I don't want you to let me. I want you to either agree or disagree.
What dad, though, when Bradley gave you that, did you go, ooh, this thing is so ugly, but I love Bradley? You said, Bradley, thank you.
I said,
this is amazing.
Bradley, thank you. And then came to you and said, you see that ugly ass mug he made us?
No, you didn't. And I know the Lord would not say that.
I cherish this mug. Like there are few things in my life that if they broke, I would cry. I would cry if this mug got broke.
He made that in the 4th grade.
This is 4th grade.
And now he's almost 23.
And it goes with me everywhere I go. I mean,
that is not true.
No, I mean, I don't keep it in the car like that old man does with that letter. What I'm saying was it was at the studio with me for a long time. I kept my pens in it there. I brought it home whenever I started working from our Hanahan facility.
Yes,
spare bedroom at our
we
house.
Get it.
So yes, while I cherish this and while it's top 10, one of the most important things to me.
Yeah. You recognize,
I recognize
that, on
that
the
he
scale
is
of
not
true artistic value.
Yeah, that this is ugly as hell.
Okay.
It's a little pitchy.
What'd
dog.
Jill say?
Oh, let's see.
You would cry, but it's not cute. Mm-hmm.
See? There you go.
Yeah. Okay, well.
Point Rick.
There you go.
I don't win many.
I
don't win many.
You even just said you didn't want to be given that. And then you contradicted that by saying you won the point. So what was your real motive here? Understanding more about God or just being right?
Can I have both?
I don't think you can.
I think I did.
Okay, well.
I think
we can continue to
No,
agree
I think this is a good example of how, without yelling at each other, we talked, you came to the table, and your mind was changed.
Or I just didn't feel like it was worth continuing my points. I don't know what buttons you're pushing, but okay. Talk about without yelling, because when we actually had this conversation, we had the windows down.
I did, and I had to yell because you were way on the other side of the limo.
Yeah, and finally I said, "Could you just not yell?" So, yeah.
Well,
these are the things we talk about.
I wanted our driver to be able to hear the conversation as well, from all the way in the back of the limo.
Stuck in Folly Beach traffic.
Yeah.
So the other thing today that we talked about that was funny is, I still do a lot of virtual professional development. So I'm about to start this book club once a month for educators. And so I have this slide, the while you wait, because a lot of times you log in and you're still kind of like waiting on other people. So I said, would you rather have a question that's related to the learning we're about to do, or would you rather have an entertainment question? And you were like, oh, well, entertainment, but let me show you these cards. So I had my question already ready, but one of the questions on this card was, what scared you the most when you were young? And Elvis. I found this very interesting.
Elvis.
Tell them what you thought was scariest.
Elvis scared me the most when I was...
Not just Elvis himself.
No.
Him dying.
So Elvis died in August of 1977.
Right. I was just born.
You were just born. I was
46.
I was already 46 years old. And it was my first real memory of somebody big dying. I imagine this was kind of the coverage that they had when Kennedy died. Yeah. Elvis, 1977. You couldn't get away from it. There were only 3 networks at the time. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I'm old. Mm-hmm. So there were only 3 networks at the time. So it was covering and dominating everything on those 3 networks. It was all over the radio, no matter where you scanned. So I was just inundated by it, and it scared me. It made this person that I knew who he was, I guess, kind of through music or whatever, but then all of a sudden he's dead. So you said it impacted you in other ways, though. Yeah, like I thought it was so overwhelming that I thought he was haunting me. And I was scared to death. Can you imagine Elvis as a ghost? Like, in terms of what we laughingly refer to as ghosts, how would Elvis haunt you? Like, when you go to get the peanut butter jelly sandwich, he'd be like, "Had the banana." Oh, that's not funny. Come on. I don't think. What else would he do? Well, I sing songs. Well, Blue Christmas. If you would shut up a minute, I would tell you. Say shut up. Come on. Your aunt had to tell you to shut up the other day. Which one? One of them. I don't know all their names. I don't know all their names. I don't say those words to you, so I don't think you need. All right. So he was in so many different places, Elvis, that I didn't know that if he was going to be like at my house. It was just a weird. Well, and even today, you always talk about if we found out someone died in this house, we'd move. We'd move. We would definitely move. I don't know. I have to think what scared me the most when I was young. Well, I mean, like, there was just so much coverage of Elvis
Mhm.
that I was afraid of Elvis. Like, I probably had to sleep with my parents for another couple of years after Elvis died.
Elvis. Isn't that what somebody in your
Well,
family
my
called him?
grandmother said they need to leave Elvis alone because Elvis is dead. But
I don't know. I'm trying to think of what I did not like my feet to hang over the bed if I were asleep. So I wanted blankets
oh, that's a whole nother thing.
tucked under my feet. But
I
other
always
than
have to have
that,
my feet under a
I
cover.
can't really remember anything else I was scared of. And now I like my feet to hang off the edge of the bed.
Well, like if you go off somewhere, I have to sleep with all the lights on and the TV on.
Yeah, I just can't believe that. Because I don't have that problem.
It's true.
Now, when I'm in a hotel, if I'm off in a hotel, I need to have noise because it's just not my normal.
Oh, no.
But when I'm home, I'm fine.
I felt really good about the fact that Thomas Rhett and I have some of the same, because I read where he, like if his wife is somewhere else, if he's at the house, he has to leave the TV on. He's afraid of the dark. Like, I'm kind of afraid of the dark.
Huh.
I'm revealing all this stuff to you and the 7 people that are watching right
Okay.
now.
Well, how about that? So I do wonder because I think what you're scared of when you're young.
But I think it like
you.
all ties back to the Elvis thing. The Elvis thing was the first thing I was totally afraid of.
Yeah. I mean, I cannot really think of something that really scares me. Well, I mean, I could never watch any movies that have to do with the devil. Or
because
like,
you don't want him to get a toehold.
You got it. Or like horror films. But I mean, that was when I was older. When I'm a kid, I just can't think of. Yeah.
No, it was Elvis. And then they had this thing that immediately came out. I want to say early 80s. So if he died in 77, this would have been about 80. And it was the backstory. It had all this behind the scenes footage of Elvis, like I think it was called This Is Elvis or something like that. But it was like a documentary thing behind, and it was almost like I wanted to see it, but I knew it would scare me. And then I would watch it and then I would be scared. And even like today, like I watched it 6 months ago and it scared me. I had to hold you that night.
About Elvis.
About Elvis.
Wow.
I revealed too much. Things. Let's go eat our cioppino.
And you seriously didn't think my joke about the peanut butter and banana was funny?
No, I thought it was good.
Me too. On that note.
We're going to eat our pacino. A pacino,
chippino. Tomato.
Yeah.
Adios, muchachos.
And I feel like this is going to end up on YouTube or something.
Well, I think you're probably going to get an influx of emails with Elvis in them.
Shut up. I got to go.
Stop saying shut up to me. Inappropriate.